That's a good riff, but I don't know, man. The riff that we heard before that I got Jeff on Instagram.
That was pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie. That, my friends, is magic.
That is magic. That is magic.
I mean, you know, it's kind of like when we go into the metrics of the week. There's some things that I really want to talk about, but I can't right now because it's not ready yet.
Okay, you know,
because I met our boy Jim.
Yeah.
In Studio Jim.
Studio Jim.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
it.
That's a great name. Studio Jim.
Alchemy Jeff and Studio Jim.
Well, how'd you meet Jim? I met him in the studio.
There you
Studio
go.
Jim.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Buddy,
I like
amazing.
it.
They got some big plans. Can't wait.
Oh, I like this.
Can't wait.
You think about Stocking Stuffers 2018. We got Jeff. 2019. We got an array of talents coming out. Array.
Yes, a cornucopia.
Speaking of talent, speaking of this podcast, number 52. Now, if you take that, you divide that into how the world does a circle around.
Rotation.
If you will. Happy birthday.
Did Jeff forget to dust in here? Is that? Did he? Is he just
something in my eye?
You too, hey, feeling it? It's gonna get weird.
It's gonna get a little, like, you know, I don't want to spend too much time.
Jeff, play a drum or something.
Do something.
People. Buddy, we did it.
Are we gonna hug?
Are we gonna?
Nah,
we gotta do that. It's too far.
That's the way. Plus to get up. We just got settled in.
Exactly. We just got.
But here, how about this? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
There it is. Done. Finished. Over. So 1 year, like, in all honesty, I gotta be honest with you. When we said we were gonna do this about, a year ago, I said to myself, sure, let's give it a try. Two buddies getting together, let's do this.
What do we gotta lose?
What do we gotta lose? I thought by the third month.
Well, for you, it's been
most,
about $10,000.
Yeah.
But for me, zero. For me,
girl,
zero.
that is a lot of money. But let me tell you, I didn't think. After 3 months, I thought we were going to be done. I truly thought our attention span to this was going to be done after 3 months.
I thought that I was going to outlive you, take it over, and grow to be a complete global phenomenon. I realized two things. A little premature for that. B, I need you. I think I need you.
You do need
I
me.
think you are the Skeletor to my He-Man.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. I kind of like that analogy. You know, I just thought to myself by now, because you're a squirrel and you run around to everything that's shiny, I thought by now I would have been doing the podcast on my own. So, truthfully, I didn't know anything. I thought I would have had like 6 different.
How could that be? I
goals
stuck
by
around
now.
with something so dull for a year.
Forget about it. Forget about it. Come on. Well, bottom line to everyone out there, thank you to the roster.
Yes.
52 straight weeks plus, I mean, if you go to the archives. However, we couldn't have done it without you guys.
That's right. I mean, we joke about, with Macromind Media, the metrics of the week and our followers, but it's true. We look back on the year, we accomplished a great deal, Mitch. We said we were going to start a podcast, we executed, and we stuck with it week by week. And the support that we get from the roster that encourages us is so invaluable. I mean, every week we're getting feedback from people, whether it's personally, whether it's in the Facebook page or whatnot, and just letting us know that we're doing a good job just by being engaged. They don't exactly have to say, hey, you know what, keep it up, you guys. I mean, although that does happen, but the engagement level that's happening in real locker room talk, I think the best thing that we've done is the locker room is slowly becoming self-sufficient with the people that are in there. With a lot of the key roster members.
And you know what? We do things a little differently here. We don't do your traditional podcast. We bring the people that listen to us on the podcast. We got Jeff, who runs and owns the greatest studio of all time. Alchemy Studios, all day, all night, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It is what it is. And, to you, the listeners, we're growing at, even if it's one person a week, that's still pretty good. And these are 2 dudes that work full-time, have families, do our thing. So, bottom line, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much for everything. Now, I'm done. I'm done being nice. Can we please, because we got so much to talk about.
Too much to talk about.
Just
that, you know what? Everything just happens, and it's more, and we don't have enough time.
We don't.
We've been going over the hour mark the last few weeks, but we can't help it.
Exactly.
We can't help it. There's too much.
There's way too much.
So yeah, we do got to get into it.
And I think that people, when they download us, they want to listen to a little bit of us and sports. And so bottom line, thank you again. Now it's time to move on.
let's move on. How was your weekend, Mitch?
My weekend was good. It was very relaxing. In Canada here, we had our Thanksgiving. So I had a little turkey, sat down, relaxed, and I watched this fight that everyone talked about. We'll get into that.
There was a fight this weekend?
Apparently there was a fight this weekend.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. No, barely anybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Nothing really happened.
I don't think I heard anything.
How about your weekend?
My weekend was good. You know what? Very busy. I was at a wedding.
I heard.
Yeah, that everyone was at.
Yeah.
Who's who was at this wedding. It was
everyone was at this wedding?
Everybody, Mitch. It was so good.
Yeah.
That's why the wedding was so great because just the pareja, which is Greek for, the group, the circle of friends that were there. It was amazing.
It was good.
If you weren't at this wedding.
Right. If you weren't at this wedding.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Oh my God. I didn't go. I missed this.
Yeah, me and Jeff.
I'm a loser.
We were busy. No, Jeff, it's okay because I too.
You didn't go.
I didn't.
Hold on. Did you at least get. You got an invite. You just couldn't come.
So anyways.
Oh, you did.
Listen, I mean, buddy, who am I? We're going to call these people out on the podcast? You want to call them out? Don't make me call them out.
You're out.
Nah, I can't do that.
I
heard it was a beautiful
That
wedding.
must have chapped your knuckles, my friend.
It did it. You know what? Love is in the air. Love, my friend, is something that you cannot put measurement on. That is great.
Anyways, I want to troll you. So I had the wedding fantastic. Had the Thanksgiving as well.
Beautiful.
Apparently, yeah, like you said, there was a fight this weekend.
Yeah.
I now that you mention it, it's starting to ring a bell, if you will. Yeah.
Now let me ask you. So my weekend consisted of just relaxation, sitting back, watching a lot of football, everything else. But you know what really caught my eye this weekend?
I'm curious.
Was actually yesterday, so it wasn't really part of the weekend. The AMAs, the American Music Awards.
I didn't catch them.
So I caught it. It's just I was literally. It's not like I looked for it. It was there. I clicked on it. It was
We're
a Tuesday
musical
afternoon.
people. We're in a studio now.
In between the Yankees and the Bo Sox, and we'll get into that in a second. I'm watching this, right? Mm-hmm. And the winner of a few awards last night was Post Malone. So this guy, if you're not into it, is a rap star. Amazing. I don't know how to exactly explain him because music has changed so much.
Hasn't it?
Yeah, it is. He is so out there. He was wearing like an old school country kind of attire, like you would imagine, like what Johnny Cash would have worn in the 60s. He was wearing that it was fully bedazzled out. But the best part is he's got tattoos on his face. Right? He's a rap star. He's
I'm not a fan of him.
I'm going to be honest, Mitch. I like him. Why
him.
is it that these guys can pull off that attire and I can't? Why is it that Post Malone can walk into a theater, a stadium full of people, wear this bedazzled old school country outfit and be called a MAGA? And if I walked into my office today with that same attire on, I would have been arrested right there. Right
on the spot.
Right on the spot.
He actually looks like he's wearing Mugatu's derelict campaign clothing.
Yes,
from Zoolander.
that's exactly what he looked like.
That's what he's sporting. I don't get it either. He's not a good-looking guy.
What? No,
he's not.
Out of 10, am I going to date him? Are you going to date him?
Nah, no.
I mean, your status is a lot lower. You would maybe give him a chance. You'd give him a chance.
I wouldn't even take him out for a Subway.
Come on.
6-inch.
Not even?
I
don't know.
Think about the cookie Post Malone. No combos for you, okay? No, I'm not down with this guy. But you're, well, I had to relate to you, man.
Fair enough. Whatever you want, man.
You guys, Mitch, you did ask a question before, and you were asking why.
Right?
Why wouldn't that work for you?
Exactly.
2 words.
Sure.
Because he's ugly.
Bank job.
Bank job.
Oh.
Could you imagine I walk into my meetings with my clients? I'm like, hello, how are you? Like, I think actually, Jeff, in a weird way, I think I'd get more business.
Yeah, but what you got to do is now that I've answered all your problems, don't you think you're better now?
Now, my next question is this: they wear the attire, and that's one thing.
Yeah.
But okay, with all due respect, not just to Post Malone, but to everyone, what's with the face tattoos lately, man? Does everyone have a face tattoo?
I thought Mike Tyson did it, and then it was over.
Right.
Just done.
Are we not thinking about the future? Does anyone not think about the future?
No.
We're talking Post Malone might make it to be 70, 80 years old, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 70, 80 years old. And,
what's it going to look like at that point?
Well, exactly. It's crazy to me. I just don't understand. Good on them that they don't care today.
See, I thought face tattoos were for, like I said, Mike Tyson and people that are from jail.
But even Mike, I really want to know, and maybe the story's out there, but how did Mike get that tattoo and why is really... Like, did he just have a little bit of a break? Did he really want it? Was it something he kind of dreamed about getting when he was younger?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I mean, the sample size is right there.
Now-
it doesn't look good.
No.
Are you?
It's a
What
little
about the
weird.
neck tattoo? Just a quick.
I'm not
side
gonna
note.
lie to you. Okay, look, anybody that has a neck tattoo, super props, and I'll tell you why. That must hurt so bad.
Yeah.
And the minute a little girl that's 8 could walk into a bar with a neck tattoo, and you're like, I am not messing with that person.
Yeah,
There's
neck
no way I'm messing
tattoos
with
are
that
for
person.
real.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, these
neck
are for
tattoos are
real.
real. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like it looks good. It's kind of cool. But man, I wouldn't mess with anybody with a neck tattoo. Nothing.
There you go. So
Zero.
You want to intimidate someone?
Get a neck tattoo.
There
Yeah,
you go.
exactly.
Ooh, I like that, Mitch.
Yeah, exactly. Now, because we're talking rock and roll, and we're talking that we promised everyone on our birthday that it's time. Jeff, we
Yeah.
need a story.
A story right now.
We need
right
a
this
rock
second?
and roll story from Jeff.
That's right.
Or as I call it, rock and roll from the crypt.
Oh, yes.
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 They're not dead stories. They're just coming back.
Ooh, what a better time than
Give us a
October.
story that if there was a kid on right now that the parent is slowly turning the volume down for the next 2 minutes and then turn it back up. I don't want full nastiness, just a slight.
Well, you were mentioning the other day that you wanted to know what it was like behind the scenes.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Jeff.
Whoa. We're
behind the
starting
scenes.
hot. We're coming
Oh yeah,
in
we're
hot,
coming out.
baby.
This is what episode 52 is. This is what it's all
And
about.
I got to tell you, it isn't all glory. You know, there was a lot of prejudice out there. There was a lot of, ostracism. Like, we were a bunch of long-haired, ne'er-do-well, lawless, gypsies, basically.
Fair enough.
So I'll tell you the story about how I got arrested for walking down a flight of stairs.
Well, I think the story just ends there.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, that
You don't even
story
want to
there
know why or
is-
how or
This
anything.
segment was a success.
This was great.
Yeah, please,
That's
Jeff,
all I gotta do.
indulge,
That's it.
indulge.
Okay, there's a little bit involved. So we used to play back in the 80s from Monday night all through to Saturday night, and then we'd travel Sunday. And then 1 week, we had a week off unexpectedly. So this was disastrous because I lived in a hotel. I had no address. I didn't even have a place to crash. I lived in a hotel for like 7 years while we were on the road. Yeah, I didn't even have an address for real when I moved to Alberta.
If you want to be off the grid, join a band.
Yeah, oh yeah. So last minute we get a call to go. I won't mention the name of the town, but I will say it's north of Red Deer, south of Edmonton, and there's a big mental institution nearby.
Gotcha.
I really like polka music.
Yeah, polka's great. Very nice.
Polka music is amazing.
Yeah, it's great music.
Great music. I think with the accordion.
Yeah.
Such a great. Anyways,
Go
go on,
ahead,
Jeff.
we're listening.
So I got to set this up a little bit and just bear with me. The band that was there got fired. They got fired because more prejudice. The people there obviously did not like the band Wasp. Remember Wasp?
Are you kidding?
Black and Lawless. Yeah.
Love me.
Nice. He knows it.
I know it, Jeff.
Wow.
I know it.
He's
That
in.
is-
Are you crazy?
Wow, that is.
Who
Where did
doesn't
that come from?
That's Wasp, baby.
I
So-
barely know you.
I have a new respect, actually.
Told you he was a Dimitri guy.
That is impressive. You think you know somebody when you pay them each week.
So anyways, these guys were doing such a true tribute to Wasp. Monday night, they got fired for throwing raw meat at their audience in a small town bar, right? Because that's what Blackie Lawless used to do in arenas. He'd throw raw meat. These guys didn't eat. I don't know where they got the meat from. They were living off
Did
craft
you just
dinner.
throw steaks at you? Or?
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. So we show up Tuesday and set up, and we start playing. And the bass player from the Wasp band, his girlfriend was a stripper. She was working in the hotel. They kind of arranged this, right? So they could travel together. So I was kind of hanging out with them. He was hanging out in her room, and we were partying all week and having fun. he was telling me all his great Wasp stories and all the places they got fired from. And
This is amazing. I knew this segment was going to be good. I didn't think it was going to be this good.
This is just one of the stories I can remember.
This is awesome.
So Saturday night, we finished playing. We were partying. We went out for a while, and then I ended up in their room partying. And it's like 7 or 8 in the morning before I got back to my room, and we had to be out of the hotel by like 11 or whatever it was, right? So 10 o'clock, I get the call. Wake up, if you could call it that, I'm still just weaving and bobbing, and just like it's like impossible for me to function, right?
It was probably the raw meat.
Yeah, that.
E. coli was hitting you hard at that time.
So in this shitbag, dirtbag hotel, you had to walk down a long flight of stairs. You'd open the door from the second floor, and you had to walk down a long single flight of stairs to get, and it was right in front of the front desk. And the lady there hated us, especially for staying up all night and partying over and over and disturbing all the other patrons. And we won't go into that. But so I'm walking out this door at the top of the flight of stairs. I got a bag under each arm. I got 2 more big suitcases. I'm fully loaded, right? I'm huffing all my stuff, 80 pounds, 100 pounds worth of crap. And I'm dying, right? I'm sweating. I'm so hungover I can barely stand up straight. The door flies open and hits the back wall. Bam! The lady at the front desk freaks out and starts running up the stairs. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to open the door so hard. Obviously, I'm having troubles with all my suitcases. She comes running up. I miss my step. I fall down into her. Down we all go in a tumble. And she calls the cops. I had A&W for breakfast at the small town cop station while I waited for my band to rescue me from this ridiculous charge.
So you gave her like a Goldberg spear down the stairs? And that's what
sounds like that's
she
exactly
perceived.
what it was.
She was freaking out, screaming at the top of her lungs, running up the stairs. She got up, 5, 6, 7 stairs. And at that same time, I was trying to get around her, so I kind of stumbled, and everybody on the stairs went down with me.
That's amazing.
That's what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's timing. It's all about timing.
And then the next, so they picked me up, and then we got on the bus, and we went to the next town to do it again.
Where Jeff mauled another.
Where he mauled another person.
And
like Khabib did.
That's basically what my life was like for 7 years.
That's amazing. Jeff, thank you for that story.
Yeah, I do my
And next
best.
week, we'll have another one from Tales of the Rock and Roll Crypt.
Oh, man. I love it. What a great story that was. Jeff's just full of stories and full of knowledge.
Yeah, and you know what? For all those that are looking, going, I don't know, do I want to become some sort of technician one day or anything? Well, guess what? Come to Alchemy Studios and you will literally get to be with Jeff and you get to hear these stories in the flesh every single time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get these stories 24/7 and you're learning something.
So
you can't go wrong with it.
So we got Jeff, right?
Right.
We got Jeff's story. We hit that. What else are we doing today, Mitch?
Let's see. Well, like we said kind of earlier, the itinerary today is very simple. We're going to talk McGregor. We're going to talk Khabib.
That's what happened this weekend.
That's who fought this weekend.
Okay.
But I don't even think we're really going to truly talk about the actual fight because the fight was one thing, but what happened after was a whole different issue.
Amazing.
What else we got?
Well, we got another week in the NFL. There's no question about it. We got to talk because, some good things happened with the teams in week 5 in the NFL, but some great things also happened for me.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But
listen,
I digress.
Bottom line, week 5, we get to see the separation of the good and the bad started happening. We're also going to talk a little NHL, just to kind of give you guys a brief little thing on what's going on. It's only been 1 week, but hey, let's tell you a little bit about it. Got to talk to you about baseball, right?
We have to talk baseball.
Absolutely.
Did you know we're in the playoffs right now?
We're actually in the now midst of the playoffs. Like now is the real playoffs.
It is unbelievable.
Exactly. And then we're going to do Sportsfolio. Why? Because all you degenerates out there that have been following our picks,
you're welcome.
We've made you a millionaire.
You're welcome.
You're welcome is right.
When do we get our cut?
I haven't. Have you seen your account go up?
All I want is Real Locker Room's account to go up. Spread the word.
Exactly.
Downloads, followers.
Boom.
And Mitch, tell me, we're not doing episode 52 with maybe the greatest segment that you've come up with, MAGA versus MALAKA. Are we
I
on?
won't lie to you. This week we're so booked up.
No, man.
We're so booked up. I thought to myself,
On the
we can't.
birthday?
But
On the
we're gonna do it.
Oh!
We're gonna do it. That's it.
Let's do it right now.
You want to do it right now?
I'll do it
Let's
right
do it right
now.
now.
Okay,
But
Jeff.
wait.
Stop,
wait.
Dimitri.
No,
Stop.
we can't do it.
Dimitri,
We
you do
can't
this
it.
every
week. You
single
fall for the
time.
same joke.
We do the itinerary.
Yeah,
we get
exactly.
excited.
No.
I want to get into it,
I
just
won't
like
let you
Jeff
do
likes
it.
getting into females that work at the Motel 6.
Exactly.
But I can't because before I do that, and Jeff, for the 52nd time, cue the music. We got to bring to you the Macromind Media Metrics of the Year. Macromind Media Metrics of the Year. Macromindmedia.com has given you a year's worth of reallockerroom.com, which has taken this thing globally. Don't believe me? You think we joke about the global phenomenon? Well, why don't I throw the yearly 52nd week metric in your face? If I were to tell you that as it stands, Real Locker Room Talk has been downloaded in over, are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Maybe.
35 countries across this globe.
No.
35.
I don't believe you.
I will give you the account. It's reallockerroomtalk@gmail.com. Passwords. Nah, you didn't think. But we did it, Mitch.
Wow.
Over 35, which basically it's 36. So just, if I say over 35.
1/3 of the world is listening to Real Locker Room.
We're a global phenomenon. I'm telling you. This thing's amazing.
So we did this all from Podbean alone?
And macromindmedia.com.
And
But
yeah.
there's also another company that's helped us out big.
Who's that?
Well, you know what? We got to look, the Vixen and Jackal,
Right.
who just won an award
Wow.
for greatest ethnic radio show
Amazing.
of all time.
Congratulations, ladies.
They got us on this other network called agapegreekradio.com, AGAPE Greekradio.com, where you can listen to Real Locker Room Talk Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Doesn't matter where you are in the globe.
That's right.
We got a time and a spot for you. Stan the man.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
He is the man.
He
brought
is the
us on
man.
the map.
He got us-
AgapeGreekRadio.com.
Now, the ladies won the award this year.
Yes.
Do you want to challenge them?
Do we challenge?
Is this an open challenge?
Is that
We
ours?
want a piece of this action.
Listen here, Vixen and Jackal.
That's right.
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you.
They haven't. We just.
You got what we want.
Look, we had to be good. And Stan, this is a bit of a warning. We
Right.
had to be good.
We had to be
They
good.
just brought us on. We had to be a little bit tame.
Hey, how you doing?
Or whatever. But now that they did the new lineup, now that they rebranded
Now
the
that
website,
they got the belt.
now that they got the belt, and Agape Greek Radio, what you gonna do?
That's right.
brothers and sisters. When Real Locker Room Talk runs wild on you,
We're coming for it.
huge.
That's it. Congratulations,
unbelievable.
ladies. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Step your game up.
That's what we're going to have to do to win this, to get it back.
Damn right, Jeff.
Now, with all that being said, if the ladies won that championship and the fight was this weekend, that means that Khabib versus McGregor was the second greatest fight of all time.
Yeah.
Because the new greatest fight will be us taking on them.
Well, who's not going to tune into that?
Exactly.
It might break the record for pay-per-view buys.
Well, you know what? We got a lot of work to do. This weekend, last week we talked about it. McGregor, Khabib, UFC 229. It was supposed to be, and was, with all due respect, the greatest UFC pay-per-view event of all time. From what I understand, all the numbers came in. It was extraordinary. It was amazing. It did break records.
I gotta say, it was actually the most entertaining night I've had watching the UFC in a long, long time.
Excellent. I'm glad you watched it, Jeff, because I got a lot of questions to ask, and I'm going straight to my boy who is an MMA guy, who loves his boxing, he loves his combat sports. Dimitri, this weekend I watched it. I got it at the house. I fell for it. I've been saying it on the last couple of weeks on the podcast. I fell for it. I bought the pay-per-view. I got it at the house, watched all the other fights. They were great. The Ferguson and Pettis fight.
Pettis, yeah.
That was a great fight
That
as
was
well.
amazing.
Excellent fight.
Excellent fight. We get to the main event. And Khabib did exactly what he said he was going to do.
And more, Mitch.
And more. And we'll get to, and I think that's really what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
It's not so much what happened in the ring for 4 rounds. It's what happened after the fight.
like you said it. Credit to the UFC. Number one, you promoted this fight perfectly. You executed it, the lead up, everything. We were on the Khabib train.
Yeah.
We were on the McGregor train.
Yeah, we didn't know what we wanted.
Then back on the Khabib train. And then last week, the three of us said, you know what? We're back on the McGregor train. It worked. They did a good job.
Was it me or was this like kind of Jeff's love life? Back, forth. We didn't know what we wanted.
We didn't know what we wanted. We didn't know where we were, what we were doing. You know what I mean?
It's like riding a roller coaster.
That's right, exactly. Now, Dimitri, let me set this up for you because I want your background, and Jeff, I want you to give me your background as well on this. Here's the fight: Khabib grabs him, beats him up, 4 rounds. Let's call it what it was. Okay. At the end of the fight, Khabib, after he chokes out the guy that was talking smack all week long, had a little bit of it took the referee to basically take him off him on top of it. He said, hey, boy, hey, relax.
No, you won.
Take your arms off. You won, buddy. He looks over in his corner, sees a guy named Devin Dillon, doesn't like him very much, throws his mouthpiece at him. They've been jawing at each other all during the fight. And next thing you know, Khabib hops the fence and jumps into the crowd.
Buddy, the guy was like double dragon.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Starts this whole crazy fiasco where then other people from Khabib's camp jump into the ring and punch McGregor. Now, let me ask you this. Does this hurt Khabib's legacy in a lot of ways?
I thought about it, and everyone is on the train saying he shouldn't have done it. It hurts his legacy. It's bad, but absolutely not. If anything, this just brought more attention to what I think is a boring presenter.
But do you think they wanted that kind of reaction?
No.
That's a negative reaction.
I don't think they wanted that kind of reaction, but they don't care at the same time because when McGregor threw that stool or whatever it is it was, or what it was at the bus, and then he was going through the courts, only positive happened out of this. When the rematch happens, and it will happen, it's going to be even bigger than the first one, and no one is going to care about what happened here. Just to go back, because I know you don't want to talk about the fight for 2 things, but I did want to say this part of it. You know what, McGregor? Shame on you. I said a couple weeks ago when I was on the Khabib train that you might be spiraling down the Mike Tyson thing, and it wasn't more evident than it was during this fight. He did not look ready. And I rewatched the press conferences after the fight. So this was on Sunday. I rewatched the press conferences.
Yeah.
That guy was giving himself an excuse already to lose, and we didn't all pick up on it. Okay?
Yeah.
And everyone knew that if he took him down, he'd maul him, and it would be a no contest. But McGregor, he stood in the middle of the ring with you. He said, you know what? Let's punch each other then.
Sure.
And not only did he knock you down in the first round.
Absolutely.
Okay, but he took every little bit of assault you had to offer and then some. This guy was trained to just destroy Conor McGregor. McGregor, you better be careful because you might go the way of the dodo bird. You keep losing. You got to remember one thing. Everyone wants to compare themselves to the Mayweathers and all these big people, but here's the difference. Mayweather won every single time when it mattered, okay? Sure. And you got to do the same thing.
Jeff, you saw the fight. What did you think?
I thought it was pretty impressive how Conor got up and continued fighting after round 2.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready. He was nowhere near ready. This guy's won, 27 matches now? Has he even lost a round ever?
The win against McGregor is the 27th.
Yeah. What I saw from Khabib, his ground game is just downright scary. Like, how do you defend against that?
Absolutely.
And like you said, he stood toe-to-toe with Conor and just kind of laughed at him, I thought, basically.
My whole thing.
He embarrassed him.
Absolutely, he did. During the actual 4 rounds, absolutely. And I got to give Khabib some major credit. The guy did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Exactly, yeah.
He kept basically telling the crowd, let him talk, let him say his stuff. But when it comes time, when the bell rings, when we're inside that octagon, he's on his own and he's going to get mauled. And he did. But the problem I have with this whole night, and I got to be honest with you guys, I've never pronounced myself to be a UFC guy. I fall for the propaganda. I hate to admit it. I fall for it. I loved it. But I fell for it not because of Khabib. It's because of McGregor. McGregor made it fun. He made it interesting. Now, am I saying to you, go out and make fun of your fellow person and do this? Did it get too personal? Yeah, I did. It got way too personal, and I get where everything's coming from.
I agree with that.
However, Do I think that a guy at 26-0 at the time then becomes 27-0, won in humble, like he destroyed McGregor. There wasn't even a competition. He busted you. He made you everything he said he was going to make you. And then what does he do? For that 1 second, that press conference, all came rushing back to him. He jumps the fence and he jumps into the crowd. Look, from a dramatic point of view, from a non-everyday UFC fan, it's somewhat entertaining. But I hate to tell you this, as a guy that bought that pay-per-view because I wanted to see a good fight, and I did want to see a little bit of drama, but that was a little too much. And what I'm telling you is this, I'm not going to buy another UFC event, especially if Khabib's in it. And not because I don't think Khabib's a good fighter. It's because he's boring. If McGregor is not selling that fight, I'm not buying that pay-per-view,
I
you
agree
guys.
100%.
So the
You're
reality
so right
is
about
Khabib, if he wanted to make a reaction, do it during the press conference. Like, I know it's kind of weird where McGregor was kind of edging you and saying, come on, come at me. Make it there. But when you won, man, if you would just hold yourself for 2 more seconds, let Dana White put that belt on you, let the crowd boo or cheer or whatever the case, no one could take that away from you. I hate to say this to you, Khabib, but in 5 years, if somebody asks me, did I ever watch that fight? I'll say I certainly did. However, this is what I remember of it, and I remember him jumping over the fence, causing a mockery. That's the thing I have about this fight, is that it's going to be marred and it's going to be layered in that, and not how dominant he was that night.
You know, that's a great point, because that is what people are going to remember. That was the highlight, when the highlight should have been he destroyed what was the UFC quote-unquote best.
Exactly.
Right, and the beginning of his legacy. You know what? I've been thinking about it, and I know what everyone's going to say, and I know what everyone's saying, and I do agree to a point. There does need to be a level of professionalism amongst the fighters. Now, if I'm going to look at the argument of if him jumping over the cage and attacking someone, that is wrong.
Absolutely,
there's no
it's
way
wrong.
around it. It's wrong. But did I like it? Yeah, I liked it a lot. And I'll tell you why, because Jeff said it the best, just on a fan perspective. It's the most entertaining UFC he's watched. My initial reaction was, oh my God, what's going on? Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, he's like, before I could understand anything, I'm thinking, oh my God, this is amazing, because it was entertaining.
Absolutely.
That being said, I think Khabib's a total loser for doing that.
Yes, of course.
He, like you guys said, he got everything that he came for.
Yeah.
And then in 5 seconds of weakness, he threw it all away. And you would think that as a person, or even as a fighter, obviously he's displayed a lot of discipline, but as a person.
But I argue for a guy who's boring, and I agree, like, he should be thanking McGregor a lot for the pay-per-view numbers that happened here, because it is McGregor selling the fight.
Sure it is.
You know, the obligation of the fighters is to help sell the fight. Khabib, you could have, I wish more energy was in promoting the fight beforehand. But he also, by doing this, gave himself a little bit of a luster as well.
I agree.
Being unorthodox of what he was going to do.
I couldn't agree more. And people will want to maybe watch Khabib later on, but let's call it what it is. Prior to this fight, we knew who Conor was. Did anyone at 26-0 knew who Khabib was?
No.
Unless you're
that's a good point.
hardcore MMA guy.
I'm still going to say no, because this was the first real amazing competition.
So
he's fought.
what my bigger worry is that, and it was tweeted out by, I believe, McGregor's camp, that Khabib might have won the battle, but Conor won the war. Look, there was a lot of personal things being said, and true or not true. I did a lot of research on this stuff over the last couple of weeks. I've been infatuated. I have to admit, not so much because this is very personal. We said in the last couple of podcasts before.
See, that's where I blame McGregor. McGregor made it personal.
Absolutely,
that's why
he did.
I don't want to overly fault Khabib for taking it to the next level.
Yes, but the thing is, Khabib could have probably, and maybe it's a language thing. I'll be quite honest with you. Maybe it's a cultural thing that he didn't know how to express himself or argue with him in that capacity. Let's call it what it is. Conor McGregor is like an old school Greek lady where she overpowers you with his voice. You know, he's so over the top you can't get a word in. And
Mom,
that's
Mom. No, but I didn't, Mom.
Exactly. And I think that's where Khabib fell apart, is that the language barrier, because he couldn't defend himself. So what did he do? He defended himself in a way that he only knows how, and that's with aggression. But the problem is here in North America, we are a very weird group of people where we're like, we love the taunting, we love the thing, but when you act on it, holy crap, do we hold you on a standard?
It's like, what did you do?
Yeah. Why did you do that?
McGregor said he was going to kill him.
He even said it in the press conference. Khabib goes, I don't understand. You guys are talking about me jumping on the fence when he made fun of my religion. He made fun of my country. He made fun of this. He made fun of that. And in his mind, he's like, but this is what you guys were wanting. When he was saying it to me, you were all cheering. When I jumped the fence, you guys were all mad at me.
You know what was the biggest surprise for me? At the wedding that I was at where you weren't invited, but everyone else was there.
Right, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry,
Because I wasn't invited. Right.
Hold on, let me just start the segment again.
Start.
So anyways, at the wedding that I was at last week that you weren't there.
Right.
Or invited to.
Yeah, fair enough.
I watched it because someone had streamed it on their phone.
Yeah.
So what I was surprised about was how many people wanted to see McGregor lose. Where McGregor, up until this point, has been the fan favorite. Extreme fan favorite in the UFC.
Yeah.
Goes into the boxing world. He's even the fan favorite over there.
Exactly.
Comes back and people wanted to see him lose. I can't quite figure out where this weird turn happened for him.
Well, I'll tell you. Do you remember the movie Scarface? One of the greatest movies of all time?
Yeah.
Scarface himself, the main character,
you kidding me, Mitch?
he says, those that flash don't last. And that's exactly what's happening. McGregor flashed, and he keeps flashing, and you know what? He's not keeping his trade up to par. I'm going to finish with this, and I'd love to talk. There's a few topics in the next few weeks I want to talk about. We've talked about in the past with hockey and other sports traditions and the code and all that stuff, right? And then the second one I really want to touch on, and McGregor actually brought it up, and this is where he actually for 5 seconds was like a normal human being and didn't try to push anything. It's the weight cutting that goes on in the UFC. If you don't believe me, just go to your local YouTube, pull it up, and you'll see the weight. McGregor is in the 155 division along with Khabib, okay? But they walk around at 171. They train at 171. And then they lose the weight. I kid you guys not. Within a day and a half, they go from the 171 weight down to 155, and then they're allowed to escalate their weight back up. If you look at his face the day before of the weight and his body, he looks great, looks good. Then take a look at him the day of the fight, and as he's walking down the aisle to come into the ring, he looks exhausted. He looks tired. I think it's horrible that these fighters have to go through that kind of craziness to their body days before. And what do? They dehydrate themselves, and then they decide to go into a ring and punch each other in the face.
See, that's a UFC problem. I'm
Absolutely.
going to tell you why. If you look at boxing weight classes are in 7-pound increments. Okay? So McGregor, to walk around at 170, having to cut to 155, that is a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight for anyone. Okay? So I feel sorry for him because if he was boxing, his boxing weight should be at about 160 pounds.
Sure, that makes sense.
He would be a middleweight, and then he could walk around. Now, he made a concession for Mayweather. Mayweather, you know, they caught at 155.
Sure.
But he's a 160-pound fighter in boxing, and he should be a 160-pound fighter in the UFC. The problem with the UFC is they don't have a big enough talent pool, and they have to keep fighters in these divisions. You know what I mean?
I get it.
That's the problem. The sport, unfortunately, contrary to what people think how big it is so premature that they don't have enough to spread that wealth to have that champion in each division. And the pressure that McGregor suffers because of that is great. Now, you got to think 2-division champion, that's a 30-pound swing.
Sure.
In 2 divisions, if you really want to go on the upside to the low side of cutting weight. So, yeah, you're right. It is a problem. It's too much weight to cut. And
way too much, man.
Yeah, it's you know, the sport's at fault.
Absolutely.
They have
I'm not. I wasn't cutting McGregor.
I don't think you were.
I'm
just you know, we're an educational podcast.
Yeah, you know what?
As well,
we have, you know, I can't wait to have Dr. Ryan Todd to come back here and talk about some little mind games.
Do you know how many words we've learned in the last year or two? Like, we're ready for him.
Yeah,
we got 4 new.
Yeah, 4 new words.
Yeah,
exactly. Now, speaking of that, and you know what? I think that was awesome. I think we really touched a little bit about Khabib and McGregor fighting. Now, we go into what we know the best. Would you say that we are the greatest NFLers known to man? Like,
I think
is there anyone that knows more?
Are you counting the 21st century or all time?
Let's just say 21st century.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now,
Good question.
we go into week 5. Well, week 5 just ended.
Yeah.
Week 6 is about to start.
It's upon us.
To me, Dimitri, this is where the cream starts rising to the top and all the little things, the little floaties start going to the bottom. Sifting. Good call. In the podcast, while I was gone, that's what you asked Paul, and Paul says, you know what, I don't like the first couple of weeks because, you know, you get the flash in the pans, you get everything. You don't know which way you're going.
Yes.
And now going into week 6, I think we kind of know. And this week, I mean, when you think about it, KC, they look for real. Would you agree?
Real deal.
They look real deal.
Real deal.
Cincinnati, I know it sounds weird, but they're looking good. Came down from 17-0.
Look, you have to argue to me now with a 4-1 record why they're not a real deal.
Exactly. And by the way, 5-star pick of the week again. Anyways, the LA Ram Illuminati. They're real. They actually went into they had a little bit of a fight this week. Seattle said, hey, how you doing? We've been running this division for years. Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
They punched them in the mouth. But the Rams came back and won that game.
Didn't they?
Didn't they? So what I'm getting at is the cream of the crop early is staying at the top. However, Dimitri, there's 4 teams that are showing me that they are duds. You got the New York Giants.
Didn't expect it.
You got the Washington Redskins.
Kind
of expected
Well,
it.
yeah, kind of.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Not this bad.
And the Philadelphia Eagles. Wait a minute.
The Super Bowl reigning, defending Philadelphia Eagles?
But also, are these 4 teams not all from the same division?
Oh my goodness.
So what that means to me is these 4 duds might be duds, but one of them is going to the playoffs. Dimitri, which one of these 4 duds is going to the playoffs?
Well, I still believe that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to find their form. If I were to pick one of these teams right now to win that division, I'm still going to stick with the Philadelphia Eagles. How about you, Mitch?
I got to be honest with you, buddy. I want to pick the Eagles. I do. But I can't. And the reason is because
Jeff, cue the...
No, dude, I got to be honest. I can't pick the Eagles. And one of the main reasons is nothing they are doing is exciting me. Their defense in the offseason bulked up. They were ripped and they were looking good. They got more ripped. But I don't know. Their defense is okay. Offensively, man, I know Carson's back. I know everything. But, buddy, outside of Carson needs to pass and run the ball with somebody. He's got nobody, man.
You know, and I don't want to hear the excuses right now that, Alshon Jeffrey has been injured since the start of the season. They just lost to Jai this past week on an injury. No, don't give me that. Don't give it to me because this is a team that won the Super Bowl on the reserve when we needed to reach deep to get a quarterback. Okay, now everyone can say what they want to say about Foles, but nobody said that Foles was going to be the Super Bowl winning quarterback for them when Carson Wentz was playing. They're saying get rid of him. Absolutely. I was one included. So don't give me this that they're failing because of injuries. This team was losing from week 1 and not playing well.
So you asked me who's going to win? Well, Washington, you showed me on Monday night, you guys are a bunch of duds. Like, I picked you and that's fine.
Worked
but
well
Alex
for
Smith,
me, Mitch.
Alex Smith, seriously, man, get a life. Like, learn to play some quarterback, man. I am tired of sticking up for you and here and there. Dallas, I don't know what exactly you are. And by the way, Sean Lee, can you please get healthy? Like every week you're hurt. I don't understand how this works.
Yeah.
Like every week you're on the sidelines and when you play, you're dominant. But
amazing.
You are literally on the field less than when you were on the sidelines. So I don't know what the hell. So out of process of elimination, congratulations, Giants. You won this division. Holy moly, man. Holy moly. I can't handle it anymore.
Isn't it crazy to think that this division went from at one time, maybe you agree with me, but I agree that this was the toughest division
easily
in football.
And it should still be.
Many, many years. And yes, it should still be because you have the Super Bowl winning champs, the defending, might I add.
All right. I was holding back all day long. Here we go.
Why were you holding back, Mitch?
On the birthday, ladies and gentlemen, Dimitri, fair and square, beat me 9-8 last week.
Oh, and what a glorious week it was. I'm not going to lie to you. I was watching every game, Mitch. I was watching every game. I'm like, there's one for Mitch. There's one for Dimitri. There's one for Mitch. There's one for Dimitri. There's two for Mitch. Only one for Dimitri. And then in the afternoon, when you decided to take a nap because you stuffed your gluttonous face full of turkey and all that, whatever you were eating.
Exactly.
I don't know what you were eating.
I don't know what
I don't want to know what you're eating.
I don't know either.
I made the comeback. Mitch. And you know what?
Could it be the greatest comeback of all time?
I told you last week, I go, just wait till the end of the season, because revenge is a dish that's best served cold, my friend, not opposed to your hot turkey dinner that you had on Sunday. You know what? I was thinking, I go, what does Mitch remind me of right now?
Right.
And I had to look to just the day before.
Right.
You, my friend,
may
have gone up 4-0, but you're all hype.
Am I?
You are the Mitch-Gregor of the podcast.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's the way you want to play this game.
With 4 weeks of lackluster
That's
competition.
What you want? You want this?
I want this. What are you going to do about it, Mitch-Gregor?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
You're going to...
You want some of this? Buddy, I'm still up 4 weeks to 1.
Yeah, because you're a first round
fighter. Why don't you tell all the people? Why don't you tell the people?
You're going to gas out.
Why don't you tell the people how your fantasy team's doing?
What's that?
Well, how's your fantasy team doing?
This is real life.
That's what I thought.
Cares about the
1-4. Stooey. You are
Don't
a
you
bum.
spit in my shoes.
You are a
Don't
bum.
you spit in my shoes.
You are a disgrace to the roster that counts on you each and every week.
Hey, Mitch-Gregor.
Who are you?
You're going to gas out. And just like Mitch-Gregor fashion, why don't you go try and pick him in the NHL? Where you're going to get embarrassed there, too. You suck. I told you it's coming. The train is coming.
My favorite is...
Get into the picks right now, Mitch.
I will. I just want to say this last part. You literally are acting as though I'm a... This is what you did.
Yeah.
You just sacked me. But the score is 45-0 for me. And
Not
you
even
sacked
close.
me. You're like...
Terrible analogy. Terrible analogy.
Right. It's a great analogy.
Mitch.
Ashamed of yourself.
Mitch-Gregor.
You know better.
Mitch-Gregor.
I've taught you
You won
better.
round 1.
You
won round 1. Look, did McGregor not go out in the 4th round?
He sure did.
16-game season?
Sure did.
4 weeks you won?
Oh, I see.
You won 1 of 4?
Using math against me.
I'm using mathematics against you.
Here we go. Week 6, we start tomorrow with the 2 awesome teams that we just talked about. Philadelphia at the New York Giants.
Whoa. Well, let me tell you something, Mitch. I'm picking the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the New York Giants.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Dimitri wants Philly. Guess what? I'm going NYG.
More like NFG.
Done. We go into Sunday morning. Arizona at Minnesota.
Minnesota looks like they got it figured out. I'm taking them.
You like Minnesota? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know why. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking a little Zona.
Whoa.
That's right. I don't know why.
The cajona for the Zona.
Maybe I did a little analysis. Maybe I didn't. All right. Buffalo at Houston.
You know I got that soft spot for them.
Do it.
You know I do.
Do it.
Just give me the damn Texans.
I do it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not doing it. I'm taking Buffalo.
Whoa.
That's right. I love it. I love Buffalo. Okay. Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
You know, Atlanta to me is like that relative that you have that's addicted to drugs, and they're in and back and in and back, and you want to do everything and take them to the side.
Right.
But give me the damn Falcons at home, because if they can't win this week, then I don't know what's up.
I'm not going to lie to you. I hate taking a team when they just came off the bye. Like, I want to take Tampa Bay, but I'm with you. I'm going to take Atlanta. Atlanta just got bad streak, man. They got a lot of offensive
Talk
firepower.
about a bum team.
Yeah, seriously. Carolina at Washington.
Yeah, this is a good one. I think Carolina is still one of those teams that's just going unnoticed and winning, and I got to take them.
After watching Washington, you know what? Get lost. Carolina, I'm all with you. Indianapolis at the New York Jets. What a game the Jets played the other day, though, eh?
I know. I picked them in my pick'em for the week.
So did I.
Actually, so did you. Yeah, that was the one we picked together. You know what? They did play very well, but I got a thing for the Colts this week.
You know what?
Put me down for
I hate to
Indianapolis.
say it. I'm with you as well. I guess we're just best friends again. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
Whoa.
That's right.
Juggernauts.
Do it.
Huge.
Do it. I'm looking at you.
Do it.
Do it.
You want me to
You
do
do
it?
it. You
No,
do
you
it.
do it.
You know, you do it.
No, you.
No, you.
Okay, I'll do it.
Don't do it.
Give me the Steelers on the road.
What?
Yep, I'm doing it.
Well, I'm taking Cincinnati.
Okay.
LA Chargers at the Cleveland Browns.
You know, I take risks, Mitch.
Sure.
Not like you with your 5-star,
Whatever
where
you
you
say.
decide to
Sure.
pick the easy games and it works out
When I
and you're
took
5
Tennessee
for
to beat
5.
Philadelphia, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Go ahead.
But Jeff,
What?
cue
On this game.
the music.
You're
Because
crazy.
I know
Yeah.
better than anybody
Yeah.
that when you need
Right.
to ride a hot hand,
Right.
when you got to actually pick the team
Sure.
that has gotten you to the dance,
Right.
I got to go ahead. And Jeff, are we cueing music here?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Oh, you're waiting for me because I'm picking the Cleveland Browns as the money-making matchup of the week again. That's right. Don't get fooled that just because they edged out the Baltimore Ravens last week, there was no touchdown scored. It's 12-9. This is a team that's going to ride high for a second week in a row, and you can count on me. Cleveland Browns money-making matchup of the week.
You, my friend, are crazy. But you know what I like? I like crazy people. I'm also taking Cleveland in that game. But not as my 5-star, Jeff. Yeah, thanks. Chicago at Miami. Maybe one day we should have like a double. That'd be great.
Should we do the
We should do a tag team.
back again? Well, we did when we were 19. Oh, whoa. Good
I
thing-
can explain everything. I can explain everything. Chicago at Miami.
Chicago at Miami. You know, I like the Bears here, even though it's on the road. I do.
That's kind of a... You know what, Miami? You can go to hell. Seattle at Oakland.
I'm taking the Seahawks on the road.
You like the Seahawks.
Yeah, I like the Seahawks on the road.
Oh, is it because their punter is amazing?
Actually, I finally got to see him
Yes,
play.
and you're welcome.
You're still full of shit.
No,
I'm just taking the
no, I'm just telling
Seahawks
you.
because I think Oakland's
LA
terrible.
Ram Illuminati at Denver.
You know, it's funny because I have this weird feeling that this is your 5-star pick of the week. Is it? Mitch, look at me in the eyes. Is it? It is. It is. Let me tell you something. The streak comes to an end, Mitch. They're in Denver.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold.
That's right.
And it's an afternoon game. Give me the Broncos to put a dent in that record.
You're crazy. I love what Dimitri has done there, but no, that is not my 5-star. But I am taking the Rams in that game. You crazy son of a gun. Baltimore at Tennessee. Baltimore. I also have Baltimore. Crazy. Jacksonville at Dallas. It's
Jacksonville.
You like Jacksonville there?
Yeah.
I too like Jacksonville. I'm not going to lie to you. Kansas City at New England.
Kansas City.
You like-
Do you really think
Yeah, seriously.
that you can come in with a 5-0 record against Tom, the Archangel of the Lord Brady, and get away with it? Take New England. Mitch, are you taking the Patriots as well?
Jeff, cue my music.
This is going to be my moneymaker. I switched to Cleveland.
That's your problem. That's your fault. Ladies and gentlemen, I agree with my co-host for once. Maybe because it's our birthday. Maybe it's because he's got nice hair today. I don't know what it is. But exactly to what Dimitri says, it's time for Mahomes and the rest of the crew to learn. You do not go against the greatest. To be the best, you gotta beat the best. Woo! New England is my 5-star pick of the week.
Good one.
Thanks.
Good one.
That's a little something.
So you're telling me these past 2 weeks, because I actually changed the last minute. I'm like,
Sure,
no, I'm
sure.
going to take a risk. I'm
Sure,
going to
sure,
take
yeah.
We would have had the same game as our
Possibly.
You know, 5-star money. The 5-star money maker.
Oh,
that's what it's going to be.
Called when we
Yeah.
double it up. Yeah.
When we do that
when
in
we
the playoffs.
tag it. Like, when we tag it.
We'll tag it in the playoffs.
We'll tag it in the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll do the playoffs.
No, it's
yeah.
the playoffs.
No problem.
Last one, Monday nighter. I don't think it's much of a brainer. San Francisco or Green Bay.
Yeah, give me the San Francisco 49ers to lose.
I almost wrote it. I almost did it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we got. There it is, the pick'em section. Bottom line, we have been doing great. If you really kind of take the combination of both of us, you'll make something. I know at the local bar establishments, if you're doing your little pick'em games, I know no one's beating us.
Just take the
I know
advice.
they're not beating us.
No way. No
Just
way.
listen to us. Put on us in the background. Listen to a little music. Listen to us, obviously.
Yep.
Listen to, what's that song, Jeff? What was the song we called
Listen to
it?
your heart.
No, the one that Jeff was playing earlier.
Serious beer.
Serious beer.
Serious-
Jeff, we gotta, can we do the exclusive on Real Locker Room Talk, please?
Yes.
Can we?
Yeah. When it's rolled
When
out.
it's rolled out, let us know.
All right,
such a good
we'd
song.
love to do that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
From there, we go into hockey, but really there's nothing too much to report. It's 1 week in.
Yeah, most teams only played 3 games.
Couple of small things. Toronto, congratulations. You basically won the cup. I mean, it's 1 week in, but you guys are playing like you've won the cup.
You know, I
I'll
know
give
it's
you
only
that.
3 games in. It's a long season. But you know what, Mitch? Truth be told, when the odds makers come out and they put Toronto as the favorite to win,
Right.
again, I know it's still early, but you can kind of see why now. The way I equate it is, let's just throw a banking reference in there.
Sure.
The Toronto Maple Leafs were a portfolio that was already giving you returns.
Right.
You just added a position in John Tavares that's just going to increase your return.
It really is.
Okay, so they're dominating right now.
Absolutely.
All players are playing well.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
got to keep going. But they're not first in the league, though.
No. Weirdly enough,
The Carolina Hurricanes.
led by our very own South Carolina George.
South Carolina George.
I think George has something to do with it.
Should we call him George from the SC?
Yeah, let's call
Yeah,
him
let's
George
call him
from
Geor-
the SC.
George from the SC.
George from the SC, who's a local legend here on Real Locker Room Talk
Yes.
as our hockey guy, I think is coaching them. Because how is it that Carolina has nobody? How is it they possibly
Well,
are
let's look
winning?
at the facts.
Sure.
He's a Calgary Flames fan. George from the SC.
Right.
Carolina and Calgary involved in a trade.
Trade.
Calgary players there.
Right.
Calgary fan there.
Uh-huh.
Carolina first in the league.
Uh-huh.
Loves hockey.
Right.
Knows what he's talking about.
He loves the Flames. Flames are like second or third in the league. Not bad. Like,
Yeah,
they're
they're-
doing quite well.
They're contending.
They're contending.
George from the SC.
Wow. And a
It's
little
him.
FYI to all the NHL fans, the Oilers, again, are second last or third to last in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Oilers, on carrying that tradition.
Very nice. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard
That's
to
not
keep
easy.
that. Right? It's not easy to keep that going.
No.
Yeah. So way to go. All right, NHL. Well, we're keeping our eye on you. We're waiting for something crazy to happen.
Yeah, let
So,
something happen.
It's only been a week.
Like,
really.
can someone I don't know, cause some, we had the Ottawa thing last year. Maybe someone start some controversy.
Let me
do something.
real quick. We don't have to talk about it, but Ottawa's doing pretty good.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Is Carlson the problem?
Maybe he was the problem. We'll find out next week. Tune in and we'll tell you if he is the problem. There's a little something for you. Now, quickly, let's jump into the league that just seems to never end, baseball. So,
Ball?
yeah, seriously.
I don't even know.
Let's take a little
Yeah.
moment of silence, unfortunately.
No, Mitch.
No, you don't want to?
No, because I'm on the attack.
Yeah, what?
Boston Red Sox,
Yeah.
shame on you.
Shame on you, Boston.
Shame on you for showing your face around the baseball league.
That's right.
To take the iconic Yankees.
Yeah.
To take them and just throw them by the
Yeah,
wayside.
get lost.
And beat them and eliminate them?
Yeah.
Why? Because Mitch and Dimitri knew that they were going to win.
Exactly.
So you had to go in and collude
Losers.
with Putin?
Yeah, probably.
Okay? That's
Probably.
what's happening here, Mitch.
Yeah, that's exactly
They heard
what's
our
happening.
podcast.
They heard the podcast.
People are ripping us off.
Yeah.
We talked about
Oh,
it
yeah,
last week.
Which week?
Okay?
Which week?
They're making us look bad.
Yeah.
You know, if I were you, I'd worry about your 5-star pick of the week.
Don't you worry.
Because even though we're against each other, I know that's a bona fide winner.
Exactly. You know what the problem is that people exactly. They bottom line, the Yankees, I watched yesterday's game. I watched them during the playoffs the last couple weeks. They played some good ball, but you know
did.
what? I hate to say it, the bats went a little silent. It's okay. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Take it easy.
You know why? Because Houston's going to win this all. Don't worry about it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I got the Dodgers.
You got the Dodgers.
I like the Dodgers.
So the Dodgers are playing the Brewers.
Yeah, the Dodgers are playing the Brewers.
And the Bo Sox.
Yeah, they're playing.
They
what's
got,
that team over there?
Houston Astros.
They got the Astros.
They got them there.
Houston. The Astros.
The defending World Series
You
champions.
know why they call them the Astros? Because I think they got the space station
It's
over there.
over there
I
somewhere.
think it's the Sputnik.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
pretty sure the Sputnik
is there.
Is in Houston.
That's why I'm choosing Houston to take them down.
You take the Houston's taking them down.
No respect for those guys, eh? Like, all jokes aside, Houston was playing the Indians.
Yeah.
And they were like on all the 1 o'clock games, like afternoon. They're like, so what did you do for us lately? They're like, we won the World Series last year. They're like, yeah, okay, so 1 p.m. is good for you guys? Like, such a weird schedule that the MLB does to these guys. So, bottom line, you got the Boston Red Sox versus the defending champions. And then in the National League, you got the Dodgers versus the Brewers. Excited about that. If I had to guess, you got to go. I mean, because I'm a little bit of a conspiracy guy, I'm going Dodgers.
Red Sox.
And I want Houston. But it's probably going to be the Red Sox.
We joke about the Yankees. I thought the Yankees were the team of destiny. I'll be honest with you. Not the best in the league, but they have that it factor.
Sure.
And if you looked at what they did last year, they did play well for what they had. I thought maybe they'd get that much better. Realistically, though, Boston was the team of teams this year.
Yeah, they are pretty amazing.
They did a phenomenal
job. They got the
job.
pitching. They got the depth. The guys, in all honesty, Boston's pretty tough. But good on you, Yankees. You took them right to the... Trust me, they were scared of you. They were scared of you.
They don't want 7 games
They
of that.
didn't want... No, they did not.
Just like Mitch-Gregor.
Yeah.
Over here, they gas out early.
Oh, yeah. We'll
Okay?
see about
And
that.
you're
buddy.
lucky.
We'll see about that, my friend. All right. Now, a lot of people are going, hey, when are we going to get to Sportsfolio? Because these guys are making me some moolah.
Oh, I got enough money to take my girlfriend out and buy her flowers.
Oh!
Go!
So, quickly, let's go into Sportsfolio. You know what it's all about. It's basically us telling you what is going to happen because we're futuristic. We're prognosticators. We know exactly what's going to happen.
But in a responsible way.
Don't always take everything we say to light. But the fact is, we're amazing at what we do. Dimitri, you had a couple of games you wanted to tell
I did.
everybody.
I got a few games that caught my eye. Now, first and foremost, you know me, when I see a lot of points on the spread, you got to be careful. Is it a super trap game? What are they doing? These odds makers are great. Well, I'm here to tell you, the Minnesota Vikings, okay, they got 10.5 points. They're at a minus 10.5.
Yeah.
Now, everyone would say, well, you know what? I don't know if they'll cover it. Yes, they will cover it. Okay, they're going to cover it, and they're going to cover it, and then some. I would take Minnesota with the points that they're giving you.
Gotcha.
Okay, and if it's less than 10, you got to jump on that all day long.
I'm just going to make a quick call to my bookie. Continue.
Yeah. The other game that I like in the NFL is I want to look at Chicago and Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got the point spread in the one game. I want to diversify it,
Right.
and I want to take the over-under in another game.
Right.
The given, when I saw it, 41.5 Chicago-Miami, you look at these teams, maybe they're going to have trouble scoring. I don't think it's the case here because they're both capable of putting up points. Take the over on this.
Boom. I love it.
Yeah. Last one I got.
Yeah.
And we just talked about it in the Major League Baseball. This is something that I want all you guys to just be patient with it and have it on the back burner.
Just sit on it.
You don't got to play it in the same ticket, but just kind of put some money, invest in it, and leave it there. And that is for the LA Dodgers
Yeah. The Dodgers.
just to win the series. Now, it's at a minus 150.
That's
and
good
everyone's
money.
saying, hey, come on, that's not big returns. We're not looking for the craziest returns here. We're looking for winning. I want you guys to hedge the risk that I'm telling you above with a little bit of a safe bet action. Take them to win the series at a minus 150. Now, you're going to say to me, Dimitri,
Yeah.
what if the Dodgers
Right.
go down 2 games?
Right.
Well, then my advice is twofold. Either A, double down on the Dodgers.
Boom.
Okay.
I love
and
it.
hedge that same bet.
That's right.
Or just even it out and take the break-even money by taking the other team to go through.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Mitch, what do you got in your sports
What I
folio?
got is a little of this. Listen, hold on a second. I'm calling Vinny right now. He's a friend of a friend. Hold on. Vinny. Yeah. It's Jim Carolus. Yeah. You know who I am. Okay. All right. Give me Minnesota minus 10.5. Give me Chicago on the over. Give me Dodgers to win the series 150. You got that? Okay. Now take this. Give me the Cincy game over the 54. Loving the KC over. Now I'm going to call you back, but just put it on note. I'm coming second half. I'm coming hard. Second half over. I don't care. You just write it down. And tomorrow, yeah, you heard me. Tomorrow, I want the Giants. Give me the home dog, baby. Home dogs. Not hot dog, home dog, plus 2.5. And then, oh yeah, just a little something. Give me Houston in the first game against the Bo Sox. They're going to come out trotting. Why? Because they got more sleep during the afternoon. That's why. I owe you money. Okay, I got to call you back. Bye-bye. All right. So there it is. Sportsfolio. We've done it again.
There
Boom.
you go. Boom.
If you've been following us and you've been actually making those bets, you're welcome. And send us some money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
I love it, man.
Dimitri, here we come to the end once again.
Episode 52.
Boom.
Just like this just like the year. This episode
Here we go.
is over. I mean,
done.
but I feel it just began.
It's about the new phase of our life is about to begin.
It can't be over, Mitch.
Wait a
it's
sec.
not.
Wait.
No. You promised me.
No.
You promised me.
I
You
did
make
it.
me
And you
feel
promised the roster.
so good
Yeah, that's right.
inside.
It's MAGA or Malaka anniversary style.
Whoa!
Are you ready?
How fitting.
So what I did with the help of Dimitri, we came up with this idea. It's our anniversary. It's our 1 year. So we said, hey, let's go through the calendar because every day is something. So every day is a something.
It's a roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster of fun. Jeff, are you ready?
Woo! I'm so
Dimitri,
ready.
you ready?
I've had 4 beers. I'm
Let's go.
ready.
Here we go. MAGA or Malaka. National Sausage Pizza Day tomorrow.
Look, you got to go MAGA. Those are two of the greatest food items we have on the planet.
Of course you love sausage. Jeff, do you love National Sausage Pizza Day?
Have you ever watched those porn videos where they deliver the pizza?
That's why I said Dimitri.
Sorry.
No, you said it. No. Why are you changing it? He said why?
Just shut up,
Why
boy.
you get so
Shut
mad?
You
Jeff
know what's coming.
outsmarted you.
You know what's coming. Shut up, man.
Jeff outsmarted you.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Mitch doesn't watch those because his can't even fit through the box. He doesn't make it past the
Listen,
double
I love
cheese.
it. Bottom line, Dimitri, MAGA, Jeff, Malaka. Fair enough. That's as simple as it goes. All right. Now, on October 17th of this year, so in next week sometime, if you're a big golfer, it's National Mulligan Day. Is it a MAGA day or a Malaka day?
No, that's a Malaka day because everyone should be allowed 10 mulligans around.
Well, if you play with the Greeks, God knows we think it's part of our culture. Jeff, mulligans or not?
I don't play golf, but I
Wait
like
a sec.
that. I
Then
like
it's a
that.
Malaka. Is it
I
mulligan
wait,
for
wait,
golf,
wait.
or is it mulligan anything?
Oh,
Yeah,
great
that's
call.
what I'm
If it's
thinking.
mulligan anything, put me in for MAGA.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie to you.
MAGA,
I took it from
I'm-
the sports connotation, but you're right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine it's like Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
Exactly. I would like one mulligan tomorrow or next week. I would love it.
Isn't it funny that Mulligan Day is on the same day as the legalization of cannabis in Canada?
Wow. And way to go, Canada. Way to go.
The divorce rate's going up that day.
Oh, absolutely. Mulligan, you can't call it out on me on that day.
Yeah,
Mulligan Day.
Sorry, Dave, I took a mulligan.
I love it.
Can you imagine? Like, for some. Oh, man.
Yeah,
forget
it was
about
really
it.
just good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, on January the 1st, it's obviously National Hangover Day. MAGA or Malaka?
Yeah, you know what? I got to go with MAGA. I mean, I don't even know why people are still open on the first. Be real about
Yeah,
it.
well, I don't
Come
understand
on.
it either. I'm so with you.
A couple years ago, I didn't even get to make my New Year's post on Facebook till like January 4th.
Yeah, it's
So hungover.
takes a few days to get over.
Happy New Year! Jeff, it's the 4th.
Well, for all those that were wondering, and I've already written it down
Hard
for
to
you,
get
so
back
don't
in the
worry.
country sometime.
On January 11th, it's National Human Trafficking Awareness Day.
Yeah.
Okay, like literally when we talk about there's a lot of days, wow. So this is a MAGA day, okay? For all those that are trading people, stop it. Little Mitch telling you straight to your face, stop trading humans, okay? Don't do it. It's a Malaka. It's a Malaka that people are doing it. What is it?
Well,
What is it?
Look in soccer, and in sports, they're trading people all the time. That's trafficking.
I want you guys to discredit what my co-host has finally, you know what? Let's just go with the norm on this one. It's a little weird that
For
there's
all
an
intents
actual
and
day
purposes
for
of
it. I just
downloads,
think
I'm going MALAKA.
when there's National Human
MAGA,
Trafficking
MAGA.
Awareness Day,
Yeah.
my question is this: like, do people just get up and like have a rally for that,
But
or?
is it the word human trafficking like just make it sound worse than it is?
I agree with you there. Now here's a big one. This is one that's worrying me for
What
the
about
future.
National Homo Sapien Export Day?
Yeah, well, you know what? I like that.
That's a good
nothing
spin.
wrong with that. I like that.
That's a good spin.
I like it. How about this one? Because Dimitri, I'm hopefully in the next little while going to have a little one, and you already have a little one. National Handwriting Day. Everyone types now, right? Like everyone's typing. I'm worried that should, knock on wood, any of these millennials or anybody get stranded on an island like the movie Castaway now.
Yeah.
How are they going to write anything when they don't know how to write anything?
You're right. And thanks to National Handwriting Day,
They're going to be
they
able
can
to
save themselves.
So, MAGA.
Have you guys tried to write anything lately? Like, I know I get pissed off when my phone, I can't do the text to the talk to text thing.
Oh, right.
I get right pissed off, right? And have you ever tried to write out a couple pages lately?
Yes.
It's difficult now.
It's a lot of work. I'll give you that. Yeah,
it's-
100%.
But the handwriting skill and art, I should say,
It's an
gone.
art.
Nobody knows.
No one knows. It's going to be like literally like the way we watch, and I told you I've been watching this the last little while, Games of Thrones. That the way we handwrite today is what they're going to be in 20, 30 years from now going, oh, what is this verbiage
And
here?
we forgot to do that this week, but next week we'll start it off. I'll keep you up to speed
Sure.
because I know you're confused as shit with the show.
Oh yeah, I'm
give up.
No, I'm not giving up. I'm
give
not
up.
giving up. I just want to say somebody died in episode 1. Somebody got their head chopped off.
In episode 1? That's
Or
episode
not
8.
episode 8. Yeah, 8.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, I know my episode.
Wow, I didn't think they were gonna pull it
Did
off.
I tell you?
I didn't think
Did
they were
I-
gonna do
Did I
it.
tell you? And you know what? There's another one coming.
No. You stop it.
There's an.
Don't do this to me.
It's right around the corner.
Damn it.
We
All
got
right.
MALAKA. Move
All
on.
right, all right. Here we go. We're just going to go right to the big days. Valentine's Day. Boom. MAGA or MALAKA?
Yeah, MALAKA, man. It's expensive and sometimes.
100%. Whoever started
Hallmark
Valentine's
holiday.
Day, if I find you,
Yeah.
if I catch you, you're done. You're been.
We're going to ship you to our mums and you're going to get beaten with spoons and
Spoons.
garden hoses and loafers
Pantofles.
and every little thing. It is a MALAKA holiday, and
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even get laid at the end after spending $500.
Don't
No,
even
it's
get me
usually
started.
it's usually an
Bernard
argument.
Calvo, you're no better.
Oh, you bastard, Bernard.
I got a question. What day do the guys have? And don't say Father's Day.
Apparently it's in March,
Like-
but no one celebrates it. We as men have not been promoting this long enough.
No, we have not.
What?
It's like
What would
March 14th or 15th.
What would
or
it
something
be?
like that. It's steak day or something. It's steak and
Steak fellatio day.
Yes.
honest to God, that's what
Yeah,
it's
that's
called.
it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
It's called steak
It's steak.
fellatio?
No, it's not called that.
'cause I'm
It's
like-
like steak and BJ day.
Yeah, that's it.
Steak
That's-
and blowjob.
that's-
Is that what it is?
that's right.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know?
Well, did I
But
need
this is
to
the worst
know?
part. I know it's in March. I just don't know what day.
I just
Because
got
we as men, shitty marketing.
Okay,
Shitty marketing.
March 14th, steak and fellatio.
Ah, there we
day.
go.
How about the whole month of March? Hey, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here's the last one. New Year's Eve. MAGA or MALAKA?
You know, I got to go with MAGA on this one. Why not have a day of celebration where everyone's just in the mood? Give me MAGA. I like New Year's Eve.
I want to like it. I do.
Here we go.
But there's too much hype. It's like McGregor. It's like too much hype, and then it's a dud at the end.
And too
Mitch.
much money.
You're just so negative.
I'm just telling you. How is that not a great finish to
are
the
you the
podcast?
guy- you're
we
the guy
talked
in the
about
corner.
McGregor. I bring it down to McGregor. Jeff, cue the music. Get me out of the shower. I can't stand this guy anymore. I've seen it for 1 year. 1 year straight. I've been staring at him.
The best year of your life. And you're going to remember this anniversary over your wedding anniversary. Mark my words. And
Oh, don't worry. I already have.
And you know it to be true. But anyways, as much as I hate Mitch, I got to thank him for the year that we had. I got to thank the roster, but I also got to thank the greatest studio of all time, Alchemy Studio, the greatest media network of all time, macromindmedia.com, the greatest Greek radio network of all time, Agape Greek Radio. Follow us on our channels, at Mitch and Dimitri, at Real Locker Room Talk. reallockerroomtalk.com. And yes, I mean, we're just heating up.
Done.
We're getting the ball rolling. Get ready
do it.
for the next year. And the next year
And
after
the year
that.
after that. Thank you to everyone. Keep listening. We love you, and we promise this year is going to be even better.
And we're gonna
thank you, Jeff.
Yes.
You're the best. And
Cheers, guys.
We're going to start next
you know
week.
what? I don't want to say it to you. I can't look at you right now.
Happy
I can't do anything.
anniversary.
Let's just hit the
Happy
shower.
You're not crying.
anniversary. Happy
No, am I crying?
anniversary.
You're crying. No, you're crying.
It's the showers. It's the water from the shower.
Those aren't pillows.
Have a good one.
Water from the shower.